friends and neighbors. Welcome to another production of the program. Here we are on TV. Once again, once a day, every day. Turn on the machines and live forever. Here we go. I'm alive. I made it. I made it all the way from last Tuesday to this Tuesday and the Tuesday before that. And how many Tuesdays have we been doing this? You know, there's 52 weeks in a year. So once we get to 5,200 and 5,200, that'll be 1,000 weeks. So, you know, that's not for a while. Is that 1,000 weeks or 100 weeks? So is it when we were at 520, that's 100 weeks, right? 52 or years? Oh, I don't know. I'm losing myself. I'm losing my numbers. I'm getting confused about the numbers. It's not have anything to do with the years. The numbers don't have anything to do with the years. It's only 7. So it's like when we get to 7,000, then we'll know that we've had 1,000 weeks. So wait, right? 7,000 is 1,000 weeks, so 350 or 3,500 is half. So that means we've had 50 weeks? No, 500 weeks. We've had 500 weeks. Only about 50 days ago, so 2 months ago, we're at 500 weeks. We didn't even know it. I didn't cook the pizza quite long enough. It's somewhat doughy still. But you know what? I'm just going to eat it anyway. I thought maybe it was a little under. But at the same time, I didn't have time to I had to come down here and do the program, so I pulled it out and cut it up. I was like, it seems like it's a little under, but it's edible. Probably don't need to be eating this pizza anyway. I got some frozen pizza from the store, from the order. I did my order today. Still not going to grocery stores. Grocery stores are freaking me out, so I bought the pizza instead. I pretty much sentenced myself to staying home for another few weeks to eat all this food. So it's like no eating other food for a while. Yesterday I did the program at what the heck? Oh, yeah. Yesterday I did the program at 8:45. We're talking to Bird a little bit, and Freddy was there, and talking to Andrew's gonna be at Grandma's probably. You should call him and tell him to watch YouTube. I was watching some of these new ones that Freddy's been uploading about the fish. And we talked to my brother for like a while on the beginning of that episode. Oh. From the room. I can hear. Hi, Jackson.
Hey.
Watching the YouTube live feed, huh?
Yeah, I was.
I can hear myself with my mouth full.
Yeah.
You already heard all the stuff I was talking about, huh? Did you?
Yeah. The pizza's not quite done all the way.
Not quite done all the way, but it's fine. I would have liked it. I think it's done. I just would have liked it a little bit more done. Like, I think it's cooked. It counts as cooked, but
Could have
usually,
been crispier, huh?
yeah, I usually put things in for a little bit longer than the package says.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Especially with the pizzas. I like them a little more cooked, but I didn't have that much time, and I just went right to it. It's weird. It's a weird experience for me to have people be watching, like already.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, well, this is what I've been saying. And then like by the time they call, it's like, yeah, I've been watching. And then I like to recap what I've said to everybody. Like now that you can just hear, I don't know what to do because I wanted to tell you all the stuff I just said.
Nope, I heard it.
You already heard it, yeah.
Yourself. Oh yeah, I got the live stream going, but with muted, so I can see.
You can see me trying to adjust the camera to get it. To
Alright, you just zoom in.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to adjust the camera, but it's I don't know why I'm having a harder time adjusting the camera than I normally am. I didn't change anything, I think. What are you doing? How are you?
Good. I'm trying to work on some drawings while I'm doing this, just to be busy.
You got good at drawing on Zoom, huh? Same time.
Huh.
Are you in the hallway?
The hallway is behind me, yeah. So the bathroom is like around that way.
Or you're not in the hallway?
I'm not, well, I'm at the table. I'm on my computer today.
Oh, okay. You're in like a doorway. Mm-hmm. I see.
It's like we're dancing.
Yeah. It was like to dance with Jackson in his house. It looks like you're in the hallway, which is like sometimes I think about the hallway, and like I guess I don't have. Most places don't even have hallways anymore. I guess, right? It's like you go to
Yeah, our hallway is like doesn't really count because this is like the hallway, right? It's like in between two rooms, and like this is the extent of the hallway. It's just like a little bit of a wall.
You have stuff in there. So I want to think I'm just gonna get a chair, put a chair in the hallway, hang out in there. You know, it's like.
And it's a lounge.
Yeah, there's like this room. It's like there's this room that you don't ever use. It's like all you do is walk through it. I'm gonna sit in there. How's a homeless person in your hallway, you know? So you have that room. Or at least put something in there. Or vertical space. Sometimes I think I want to put like, have you seen like that movie Being John Malkovich?
I can't remember. I don't think I've seen it, or it's not in my memory.
They have like the floor that's like something like two and a half floor, and then the whole floor is like half a floor and it's short. But
I'll have to watch it.
I want to like build 2 floors. Like I could have a second floor in the basement that's like 4 feet tall, and then I could have double the room. A floor room anyway. I'm sitting on the floor right now anyway, but then you wouldn't be able to stand up. But how much do we stand up in our homes anyway? Like, you'd have a standing room where you stand. You can have one room where you can stand. Everywhere else you gotta crawl around, but then you have double the space in your home. Like, we're wasting so much vertical space.
Oh man, I like standing. I like being able to access it without having to crawl around.
Yeah.
Maybe just me personally, but that's what I like.
Yeah, they haven't done it. People like the room, yeah. But maybe we're wasting some space. I'm looking at the messages. Mr. Ginsu, when was the last time you were talking to us?
I don't remember. I think it was sometime last week.
Like Bird? Bird and Mr. Ginchu left some messages, but I want to call my grandmother because I think my brother is going to be there, and I want to talk to him. Freddy uploaded a new episode. It's like, oh, Paul Anthony's trying to call us right now
Nice.
on the phone. Why doesn't he get on the Zoom? Maybe we change the Zoom, or he's looking at Instagram. I'm going to call him and tell him to get on YDHWM.com. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Paul, how are you?
Hey, how you doing, Kenny?
Hey, good. Calling on the phone, huh?
I know things are changing. I don't. You have to clue me in. I've been busy with stuff, and I haven't been able to tune in lately.
Mm-hmm. We're on YouTube.
You're just trying new.
We've been doing YouTube Live.
Wow, how's that going?
Going pretty good.
Cool.
I think I tried to
Like it
call
better?
you. Yeah, I think I tried to call you on like one of the first days we did YouTube Live just to tell you about it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I couldn't. Just couldn't answer the phone at that time. But that's awesome.
Yeah. We're there right now.
Who's here?
We're there on YouTube Live right now.
Oh heck. Well, let me dial up that too. You'll get another viewer.
That's what everybody does. They get the TV going, and then they like you have to put it on mute because there's a little bit of a delay and it gets confusing. But you can see us live on YouTube at the same time.
Totally.
Paul, I haven't. What?
Yeah, go on.
I haven't used the phone in a long time, and I realized that your name in the phone is Paul and Emily.
Oh, nice.
Where's that? What happened to Emily?
We're friends.
Yeah.
It was just like, she's great.
That's good.
Yeah. We just hung out in the summer more intensely, and then, things shifted or whatever. So, she's awesome.
I was getting an incoming call from you, and I was like, oh, Paul and Emily. Is that Paul? I didn't know who it was for a minute.
Nice.
What are you doing? How are you?
Is your grandma okay? I just saw some videos that popped up on your page.
Oh, grandma in the hospital? No, those are old.
Oh, okay. It just popped up, and I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah, grandma in the hospital. No, she was in the hospital. This is like when I started calling her more often, actually, is that from that day forward. We've been on YouTube Live, so Freddy's been looking into the past to seeing episodes that missed YouTube somehow. Like we had some, maybe my grandmother was in the hospital, so I didn't end up uploading that day's episode. But that was from like what it says it on the episode. If you look at YouTube, it's like 2018 or something.
Okay.
It was 2018.
Yeah, that was the last time. And she goes, she's been in the hospital a few times, but she mostly was just not drinking enough water, actually, and that's why I still am calling her to this day.
Oh, there's the backstory.
Yeah. Well, they put her on this like heart medication, right? It's like I don't know what kind of medication, but it's like blood pressure medication. So then, I guess when they put you on blood pressure medication, they don't really know what to do. They just kind of throw drugs at you. That's what the doctors do. At least it was for my grandma.
Right.
And see what sticks. So it's kind of, I didn't really know at the time. It's kind of a scary process. So they're like, well, you can try this much and see what happens. And then they gave her too high of a dosage, and she ended up having to go back to the hospital. So for a while there, I was calling her and telling her to make sure she takes her medicine. But then it turns out that I didn't do it myself, but I did tell her to take it as recommended, which turned out to be too much. Right. But then the doctors just told her when she went in she was not like dehydrated, because that medication dehydrates you. You got to drink a lot of water. So I've been calling her since then, but she's okay now.
Okay, that's good. I forgot that there was no video, or I didn't quite remember, because I was like, oh, I can't I can't call in until I fix up my fancy drink. I've been planning this for like 24 hours because yesterday I started soaking cucumber and tequila.
Uh-huh.
To like infuse the tequila with like cucumber.
Yeah.
And it's just it's been one of the things I've just been getting into lately, like out of just like is like learning how to make cocktails. Like it seems fun to me to if I can like figure out how to make a bunch of cocktails and then I could like entertain people, or at least feel like now that like I'm not I'm not hanging out with anyone right now. I can still feel like I don't know, like it's kind of fancy.
Entertain
so
yourself.
I got this in a fancy glass. Yeah, right. I got one of those shakers. Just came in the mail. And I got this like infused tequila, and
no more storing.
Yeah, and it's got it's weird. You wouldn't think it's good. It's really good. There's jalapeno, like chopped up jalapenos and put in it. Like
yeah.
A little sweetness and then like a little, and it's like it's really good and it just looks incredible. I got this the glass with the thing on the side. It looks so pro. So I did all that to
that's good
to get ready for the show, and then I got here and realized, oh, you can't see that. So I'm just explaining it. There's this very lavish, fancy drink sitting in front of me,
savory,
and I look gorgeous.
I believe you. Yeah. Savory alcohol, I think it's better because that's really like the sugar. And lots of people smoke a lot of cigarettes too when they're drinking, but sugar is like almost like as bad as the alcohol is. Because you're just like drinking like sodas. If you're drinking like vodka and like rum and Coke or something, you're drinking like six pack of Coke. Like that's gonna mess you up.
Yeah, that's insane, and that's one reason too. For I was researching like healthier cocktails and stuff like that, and I was like, this is one of the sites that I found that had this cucumber infused tequila, and they had the breakdown of everything. You can put like a little bit of agave or a little bit of honey, but you can control that too. I put just a very little bit of honey, and honey's pretty good for you, and it's the calorie count's a lot lower, all that kind of stuff.
Still, the sugar with the cucumber and jalapeno, it seems like you would put almost salt in it instead of sugar.
Well, you're actually supposed to put a salt rim on it. That's the only thing I didn't do. I was like, I just gotta call these guys.
I do like a good Bloody Mary, savory booze. Savory booze, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I don't like tomato juice, so I don't fuck with Bloody Marys.
Yeah.
Never had one.
We've never even tried?
Tomato juice. No, tomato juice just seems so weird.
Have you ever tried? You ever never tried it?
I've never tried it because it just seems disgusting.
Don't.
Hello?
Yeah, try it. Don't knock it till you try it.
I guess.
Also, when you try things, you can't. You already have the precondition. You think that's going to be bad, but I guess you don't need to. There's no need to try it. I guess why not? Avoid it your whole life.
I also don't like Bloody Marys, and I've tried it.
I didn't
don't
try
like
coffee till like last year, and I was
disagree.
like,
Bloody Marys are delicious.
Oh, we got some Zoom people too. KCMO, huh? Even though you're not
Bloody Mary.
KC.
Yeah, it's whatever.
You don't
Either
like.
one's fine.
You don't like Bloody Marys either?
No, I love Bloody Marys.
okay.
I was coming in. Yeah, I heard you guys talking about it on the YouTube and had to come in.
Okay, yeah. People are watching on YouTube live and coming in with comments about it. Paul.
If you make it really, really spicy, you won't even be able to taste any of the alcohol, which is probably a good thing. I mean, if you're going as far as to drink Bloody Marys, like
cucumber and tequila.
Going deep.
It's great.
So,
I seriously did. The girls they were like tiny little yoga girls, like that had this YouTube channel about like healthy cocktails. They're like, oh my god, it's just like so good, and they were talking the exact same at the same time. It was very weird. Like they take a sip and then they go, "It's so good," like in unison. Oh my god! and I was not expecting it to be this good. It's really good. That's all I'll
Did
say.
you eat the cucumbers? Did you leave them in there?
I cut a little cucumber and stuck it on the side of this fancy kind of martini glass, but it's thicker and chunkier.
Well, you don't like tomato juice, but I don't really like cucumber flavored things in general.
Okay.
Like, but I don't know. I haven't had that many cucumber flavored things. I like cucumbers by themselves, but like they have this like cucumber soda, which seems weird.
Right.
And it was weird.
They got cucumber lime Gatorade too. I don't know if that's a regional thing though. It's actually
I haven't
pretty good.
seen that.
I've never seen that either.
But I
It's like cucumber lime.
Yeah, I usually like kind of different things. Like I would think that I would like. I like tomato juice and stuff like that. So, but I didn't like the cucumber that much. But it sounds good. But it's just mostly tequila though, or you have a mixer, like a cutter or whatever. What do you call it? Is it a mixer? Yeah, mixer.
So it's the cucumber infused tequila, and then like a little bit of lemon juice. They said lime juice, but I only had lemon, so lemon juice, and just a tiny bit of honey. Shake that, and then you can add like fizzy water.
Yeah, soda water. Yeah.
Soda water. And so I got a soda water thing, and I made that, but it came up. It kind of filled the glass, everything I put in there. So, like, I didn't even put any water. So now it's more like a martini, like a little sipping thing. I guess this is like incredibly boring for you, someone who doesn't drink at all. But just, I made it because it was gonna look super cool, which defeats the whole purpose of tonight. So.
Oh no! If you're bored, then you're boring. I like, incredibly long explanations of banal things, especially here on the program. You know, like.
I mean, me too. Even like, someone can tell me about a barbecue, and I can get super excited. Even, I don't eat meat, but like when someone else tells me about some, like I get into it. Man.
Yeah.
I'm into it because I'm like living it through them, and I'm happy for them, and it sounds good. It's just
Living
like
vicariously.
This is not something. Yeah, totally. It's not something that I personally want to do, but it doesn't mean I can't like appreciate it and enjoy it.
I will drink potentially. I'll try things. I don't like to say that I don't drink because then it seems like I am no, I'm not gonna drink. So I'll drink. I'll drink if it's there, and if somebody like gives me the drink, I'll drink it. You're
not missing anything.
I haven't drank in a really long time. I think since I was 25. I'm 30 now. And it's really bizarre to think of it that way, especially because it's something so common.
Did you just did you just stop drinking? Because I kind of just like I wasn't like I'm not gonna drink anymore. I was just like I don't want to.
Like I remember I woke up with a really bad hangover and it was just like so debilitating. I was just like I don't want to like experience this again for whatever reason. And plus like the people that I would end up drinking with would like take it to the extreme and end up like just being problems with everybody, and I was just like I don't want to be around that. I think not really. You know.
I'll drink a little bit if it's there, but I remember yesterday I was talking to James. He went to the casino, which kind of freaked me out, but he was like very intoxicated and he was annoying the hell out of me. So that's like. Yeah. Drunk people can be quite annoying. Yeah. Depends. Well, that's good though. You're drinking. I'm a great drunk. I'm a kind of drunk. People don't know when I'm drunk. That's good. You're an actor, Paul. That's why. No, because I think I'm like but I guess I'm just. I guess I'm a little more outgoing for sure. Yeah. I don't know. For me, it's just I still enjoy like changing my state every once in a while, like whether it's running or having some drinks or that's good, smoking weed healthy. Or that's like healthy. Whatever. Like I like being sober. But also I don't know. I like switching it up sometimes and just. You like Molson? Molson? No. No. Because it's a Canadian beer. It's Canadian for beer, right?
Molson is kind of like the Coors Light of America, like Canada.
Yeah,
it's kind of like, it's just, well, I don't know, maybe Coors Light's fine. It's just the crappiest kind of watered down, like.
There's like Coors Light, but then there's like beers that are like worse than Coors Light.
Yeah,
which are,
more like Old Milwaukee, actually. I'd say like Old Milwaukee or PBR or something like that.
Yeah, I guess PBR is a step down from Coors Light. Coors Light is like...
Yeah, actually, Coors Light's not bad.
I know some people would disagree.
Do they got... Well, I think price-wise, though, even. Do they got...
yeah, you are right.
Do they got Red Robin in Canada?
Yeah.
It's like... You know, it's like maybe this, like... Yeah, PBR is like McDonald's, and Coors Light is like Red Robin. You know?
Yeah.
Like, it's still basic...
Yeah.
It's like fast food, but then they sit you down still and try to pretend like it's not.
Yeah. I think that's I think you nailed the analogy.
Mm-hmm. That's like I always. That's my go-to for fanciness. It's like Red Robin, like Red Lobster, I guess too. Outback. That was like the fanciest I ever went to. I never even go any more fancy, but I'm not going anywhere now. How's are they doing the phases up there? Like.
Yeah, we're in phase 2 or something. Like restaurants are open, but at like 50% capacity.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll hate this. The government just announced today that they're extending the emergency checks. So we're still going to get $2,000 a month for another couple months.
Oh my God!
6 months off. 6 months altogether.
Wow.
Plus, we got a bonus of 1,000. So everyone gets, what was it? 2, 4, 6, 8,
12.
9. Oh no, we already got 9,000. $12,000 or $13,000.
Oh my God.
Wow.
We got 1,200.
Yeah.
I know. I know. I'm sorry.
Wow.
But it was good news for us today.
Yeah.
That it's extended.
That's pretty far out. How we got this like expanded unemployment thing though, which is like what I heard is supposed to be the answer, the U.S.'s answer to that. But that's only for people who don't work, I guess.
There's so many people in the States, or like, I mean, like here, like a lot of people just immediately lost their jobs and all this stuff. But to not be able to pay your rent or buy food, especially people with families, and like young people will always like kind of get by, you can just do this, that, sell some shit, sleep in someone's bathtub if you need to, but like,
yeah,
it sucks. But it's really wrecked a lot of people, and especially people who their job was their business. They owned a restaurant or a dry cleaners or like whatever.
Yeah. I haven't heard too much about like people with economic problems, but I think the news has been pretty swamped.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's been busy.
Yeah.
So holy shit! I heard in Seattle that Antifa took over like a 7-block radius, and it's like an autonomous zone.
Yeah,
That's
I wouldn't say that Antifa did it. I think that it's
Really?
it's just like people. I don't think Antifa is like real. I mean, it's not like a real group. Everybody's like it's Antifa or somebody's saying it's Antifa, but Antifa's just like random people, right? They're not like.
Yeah, there's no organization with Antifa, I feel like.
Yeah, it's just like people decide they want to be. It's like being goth or something.
Well,
that's a good analogy.
I think that. Yeah, where they have an organization that doesn't have a clear leader, but yeah.
Or you just decide you're like it's just like it's for anti-fascists, which I think everybody should be, but then anti-FIFA is like farther in there, so I'm not gonna be like I'm anti-FIFA because I don't want to get labeled a domestic terrorist. So, but I'm against fascism though. I am,
I'm against fascism, but I don't know how to show it.
Yeah, but I am not anti-FIFA though. Not that. But I don't like fascism. But
I think it was think it was Emo Phillips that said like I'm against
Against protesting? That's Mitch Hedberg.
Oh, is it Mitch Hedberg? Shit. Sometimes I get sometimes I get his jokes mixed
I'm
with
against
Emo Phillips
protesting,
sometimes,
but I don't know how to
but I
show
don't know
it.
how to show it.
Yeah.
See this button I
Oh,
made?
he's so good.
Moderate anti-FIFA. And was it anti-fa? Anti-fa. I've been calling it anti-FIFA.
Antifa.
Antifa.
But see,
I guess
his
it's
face
supposed
isn't
to be
covered all the way.
Antifa, but no one says it that way.
Yeah, there's like a big like, I guess the president was like calling Antifa a thing, but then I don't know if he knows what that is. It just means anti-fascist because it's like really
Probably
weird.
not.
It really seems like he's just like admitting to being a fascist. But I don't know.
Nice.
Yeah.
Not to get too political, I guess, but the president's awful. But like the anti-fa, but I don't think it's just like the regular, like Black Lives Matter protester people took it over, and then they changed the name of it from Chaz to CHOP, which stands for Capitol Hill Organized Protest. So
Occupy.
Oh.
Isn't it Occupy protest?
I heard it was organized. I guess it's still confused, or maybe it could be either.
Wow, they're changing their name more than P. Diddy.
Yeah, it kind of seems that they keep changing the name around. It's like kind of this like, to me, there's like this, like, PC name changing thing, which is hard to follow. Which is like, also maybe you're not supposed to bring it up, but like people keep changing what the titles are of things
Maybe they're trying to evade the cops.
by changing their name. I don't know. It seems like it's like, I don't know. Maybe they said it's hard to
I'm
talk
just
about
like-
without being rude, but it's like maybe like they were like people were like handicapped and they were handicapable, and then they were differently abled. So it's like just like whatever names. It's like whatever. It's that thing, But they're in Seattle, but it's not that big of a deal. It seems like I've talked to people who have visited there, and people who basically live right next to it, and it's just not that big of a deal.
The businesses are happier that it's there instead of like the tear gas everywhere.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're,
it's safer for everyone.
they're not really doing anything either. It's not like things have changed there that much, so everybody seems to be making a bigger deal out of it than
Yeah.
is even real. Like, I heard that it happened pretty quickly, I think from maybe social media, word of mouth, before it was big news, and I was like, oh, that's cool or whatever, but it didn't seem like, I wasn't like, whoa! So, I don't think it's as big of a deal as it's being portrayed in the media as.
Yeah, it's hard to know what anything is anymore.
Yeah, I know. I'm just like lost. I'm lost in the world. The crazy things are going on. It's like I don't even know what to do anymore. But I'm actually still haven't done anything. I'm just still trying to avoid the coronavirus. So I'm still like.
But you're back at work like for part time or something?
Yeah, I'm working but they're not letting anybody in there. We're doing takeout only and not letting anybody in there, and we all have masks, and I even got a face shield like the doctors have.
Right.
But I'm the only one with a
Crazy.
face shield. Like at my work, so
Right.
I'm looking. I don't know. Some of the people don't. I don't think that they're doing as much as I
Got
think
one
they
of
should.
those like cloth face masks that
Kenny,
you can buy
my
and
daughter's
like reuse
calling
and
me. I'm gonna say
wash.
goodnight
But now,
to her, but
like
I might
hearing
come right
you
back
talk about
in a-
like
I'll call
having
you
a
back in a minute.
All right. Okay, bye.
wanting to get a face mask now or like a face shield.
You want
I
to get a face
guess.
shield?
I feel like I'm not doing enough.
Yeah.
But, like I don't know what to do.
Well, are you having to go out? All right, bye, future.
Well, I mean, my job, I'm not really around pretty much anybody for more than like 5 minutes in the mornings, I
Yeah.
guess. So it's not that big of a deal. I'm not going out. I'm not like somebody who, works at a restaurant or something like that, or worked at a bar or whatever, or works like one of those jobs where you just come in direct contact with people. But even then, like, I feel like I can do better. Like, I'm just gonna like wall myself off from everything. Like,
yeah, well,
slowly.
if you really
And
can.
it's gonna get to the point where like I'm not even gonna know what to do afterwards. I'm gonna be so used to just like living that way and just like not being around anybody.
I'm
Just,
there.
like, don't touch me.
Oh yeah, I don't let anybody touch me. Even though I work around people with the masks, but I got like the plastic face shield, and I don't let anybody touch me, and I tell them to not touch their masks. People are adjusting their masks, and I yell at them, and then. But I think they're adjusting their mask when I'm not looking now. They're like waiting for me to not be looking to adjust their mask.
Some scary times.
Yeah. Did I just join, or is that Freddy?
Freddy.
Yeah. Did I just join, or is that Freddy?
Oh, that's me. Oh, we definitely.
YDHWM, join the conference. Like, well, I want to record a message in the future. Freddie, you been watching?
YDHWM, just join the conversation.
Well, I want to record a message in the future. Freddie, yeah, Freddie, turn down your YouTube, please. Have you
I got that in here. There we go.
Have you been watching this whole time?
I have been watching, yes.
I always think I'm like have a feeling that you're watching and that you're like waiting for a good time to come in, like maybe, or, like because I'm like, oh, there's nobody here, so I guess I'm just gonna go off and go on a rant for a while, and then maybe like
I think the rants are important. You got to have a rant or two, you know. Otherwise, it's not, you know.
Yeah.
The
But
rants
then
are
I
very
think I'm like
important.
I can feel you. You're like oh, I think this rant's dying down. Maybe I should zoom in now. Like, how do you feel about Bloody Marys, Freddie?
Yeah, it sounds good to me.
Yeah.
I would drink one.
Maybe it is because I don't really like to drink that much, and I really just want a bunch of pickles.
Yeah, it's probably like the healthiest drink.
I think my favorite part of the Bloody Mary, doesn't they got the stick and then they put all the pickles on it and stuff and whatever, chicken nuggets and pickle.
When they
All
give you a
types
stick
of shit.
celery, or the whole thing with celery.
Yeah, pickled green
There's
beans.
one where they put like little tiny miniature cheeseburgers in it too.
Yeah, I want all
instead
that
of
stuff.
just like crazy.
I'm like, hey, can you give me just 5 pickled green beans in a glass?
Yeah.
Instead of you got them there, right? All right. Well, should we wait for Paul?
Takes like 45 minutes to make.
Paul said he's gonna call back. I don't know if I should do the message in the future or wait for Paul. Maybe I should wait for Paul. Maybe I should call my grandmother right now.
Oh yeah,
before
it's a good
Paul
time to
comes.
call your grandmother.
I think my brother's going to be there too. Yeah, did you hear Paul being concerned about my grandmother because of that video that was recently uploaded called Grandmother Hospital?
Yeah, I thought that would happen. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes it's nice to have sort of a provocative title, you know?
Yeah.
So that people are like, oh no, hospital, what's going on?
It wasn't very popular, but
it
you
was
know
that way.
You know what one is really popular?
Which one?
American nudism.
Oh yeah.
So I'm able to look at the Google Analytics and it tells me what people are looking for when they find the thing, and
Yeah.
nudism is still number 3 or 4.
Hi, Kenny.
Hi,
Oh my
Grandma.
God, that's funny.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm okay.
That's good. You feeling okay?
Huh?
You can breathe good?
Yeah.
That's good. Because I think it's...
And I don't think there's nobody here.
Oh, Andrew might be there. It's Tuesday. I think he might be there.
Yeah. So when they come back, they go call you back, okay?
Yeah, you don't think he's there right now?
Yeah.
I think he's there. He might be there.
Who do you say?
He might be there right now.
Okay.
Grandma, you drinking water?
Yeah, I drink it.
Okay, because I visited you about 2 weeks ago. So
Yeah,
for me,
I'm not here either.
okay. Well, drink
Okay,
water,
they-
Grandma. Okay.
Okay, thanks for calling.
You got water out right now?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
I'll talk to you later. You hear me talking to Paul about why I told my grandma to drink water and stuff too, Freddie?
I heard that as well. Yes.
Oh, did you
But I
hear
also
me tell
watched that whole
Jackson?
episode, so
Did you hear me tell Jackson about how I like to recap with everybody who joins in on the conversation, but now I'm unable to do that due to YouTube live streaming?
Yeah, but I think you found a pretty good workaround here where you ask people in detail about whether they heard the thing you were talking about.
Question number 1, Freddy.
But anyway, it's like new to so like we had the band, or is it a band if it's a guy? He's like, I'm a band, or do you count as a band? Like, what do you say? What do you say? You're like, I'm gonna go see a band, and you're like, that's not a band, that's a DJ or something. It's like,
oh yeah, it's like it's me and my instruments, that's the band.
Yeah, I think it's like, I'm gonna go see whatever it was, but he's a band, he's a guy called American
If you say I'm gonna go see like a solo performer, people think you're talking about like a singer, songwriter, guitarist or something.
Yeah. Yeah,
like hard to do with the electronic music.
He's not really a DJ.
No, I'm
he's not a DJ.
An electronic musician.
There's no discs or.
No, he's not a DJ.
It's like
definitely not a DJ.
Yeah,
not a DJ.
He's like got the things. I guess he's like.
But is it noise? It's not quite noise.
No, it's like I would say it's like industrial. But
it's better than like solo or band.
Yeah, maybe he's a band though. I think he's a band, and anyway, the title's American Nudism, and like, so people are watching that episode, and I was like, well, that guy's really popular, but no, it's just like people are searching for the word nudism on Google, and
what? They're like, I'm gonna write nudity or nudism.
Nudism, because I think my feeling is that like on Google or on like people don't want to go. Maybe it's like kids that don't want to go look up like just like straight up porno.
Oh yeah.
So they're like, oh, I'm gonna look up a YouTube. Like I don't want to go to I don't know where, but like because you can't just be like boobs. It's got to be science.
Oh yeah.
Or something.
Oh.
So.
Nudism. Yeah, we do have a naked episode. Remember the naked episode?
Yeah, that one's pretty popular too. And is that just like Jackson's butt? Is that why we called it that? Or
no, I don't think it was Jackson's butt. This was like in 2011 or 12.
Somebody else's butt, yeah.
It was and I think a guy actually gets entirely naked.
Oh yeah, we show.
It's been done.
Full
I did show my butt that one time.
Yeah, but this other guy showed his full frontal though, right? Is that what you're?
He might have been holding his hand over his, private areas, but
okay. Well, that's
definitely
funny.
He was in the room. He was completely naked.
Huh. All right. Not full frontal.
I think he found out. I think he found out that we don't have any restrictions on because we're like TCTV.
He was trying to call our bluff.
You can't say bad words, right? And
yeah.
No, you can say bad words. It's like, oh, well, you can't be naked, can you? It's like, actually, you can be naked.
Yeah, he was trying to call our bluff, and then we're like, no, do it, get naked. And he's like, oh, no, I gotta get naked now. Like, yeah. But, so nudism, so that one got like a lot of views already. It's like already at like 30 after like a day or two because of people searching for the word nudism. Somehow it comes up on the YouTube. But, yeah, it's fun. I'm having a good time with the YouTube live streaming thing. And I think people are watching, at least KCMO. That's like the only person, like if KCMO watch, it's done its duty,
Yeah, exactly. Hey, speaking of that, we should do something a little special. We should do a special episode.
Yeah, I was thinking because I was like, I'm really enjoying the beginnings of the YouTube live things where you're like introducing the thing, and because it feels like this is like I always had this like dream. This is like when I do like a staged performance or this where I would be like, I wish I could just see this.
Yeah.
And you can't see yourself. I don't know if I'm very narcissistic, but I'm like, I want to see myself on the stage. But so it's a similar thing. But I don't think we should do, since you have your whole setup there. Do you have like more than one camera and stuff?
I have more than one camera, yeah.
So maybe we could do an episode where you do all the video stuff, but I zoom in instead.
Yeah.
And then
yeah,
you could talk for like the first 10 minutes or something, and I'll call it, and then I'll zoom in.
Whoa, 10 minutes. Okay, I'll do it. I'll do what I can, yeah.
I'm like.
Whoa, that'll be weird.
Yeah, well, I'm like in the beginning of the YouTube, because you go for like at least like 2 minutes or something, and just like saying the things, and then when it's over, you said some things too.
Yeah. Well, I was sort of like thinking about. You never watched like Turner Classic Movie Network back in the day or whatever?
Yeah, I have. I feel it. Yeah.
oh, you're gonna go. Here's the movie you're about to see, and I'm like some guy, I guess.
I like
telling
that.
you about it.
Yeah, I would like that to happen for every episode. I don't know how you could just like you're like, hey, viewers, this is what happens in this episode. It's a good one. It's from this day. Like if you could do that like all everything, but I mean you're not enough. But it's like
That'd be good. Yeah.
like if we could
I like
go at the end, like put a tag on the beginning of the episode at the end. Like we used to do the commercials at the end, but like we just take the end and we just put it right at the beginning. But I don't really want to do that either because that's too much of an effort. But
Oh yeah.
but like that would be fun. Then the recap, and then nobody would watch. Well, I wonder if any even like watch like last time on the show. You know they do that on like serial
Oh, yeah.
television. If they like
Should do
just
it,
like
man.
cut those together, and then you don't even need to watch a show. Like
That's pretty much what the messages to the future are, though, right? It's like,
somewhat, yeah. But I wonder like if they I don't know if they actually do this though. If they gotta go find it on YouTube, like actual super cuts of these last time on things, I can just like breeze through series really fast.
yeah, those things are usually like crazy repetitive, though, because there's like major plot points that they like recap every single time.
Yeah.
So you see a supercut of that, and it's just like would be kind of monotonous.
Yeah, so it's just like not moving forward very much, but it must be, well, maybe if they're cutting it out, but sometimes you just read like the Wikipedia on it. I remember my brother was doing that. If there's a movie that he wanted to see, like kind of, but not like all the way, he'd just read the Wikipedia about it instead of watching the movie.
Yeah.
Well, Carl used to read the, hey, you still there, KCMO?
Yep.
Here's a Carl story for you. Carl used to read the synopsis before he saw any movie
Whoa.
because he was worried about not comprehending the movie as he was watching it. So he was
It's like all movies.
yeah. So before he
Like-
before he went to see a movie in the theater, or maybe I don't know at home, or even he would like read an entire plot synopsis so that everything was spoiled for him before he saw the movie. So that way, when he's watching the movie, he felt like he could enjoy it, and that otherwise he'd be too focused on like thinking about what's going on instead of just being like visceral. It's like the second time you watch a movie. That's why you watch a movie twice or something. So any kind of twist or anything, I find I always like to do the opposite. I don't know. This is getting me wistful though, because I haven't seen any movies in the theaters in so long. But I really enjoyed the movies in the theaters. Even though I still watch so much TV, I really miss movie theaters.
Well, what if it was like a really, really simple plot, like to the movie? Like, I don't know, let's say Kindergarten Cop. You know?
Kindergarten Cop has
It's a cop in...
a good amount of twists, I think.
Well, yeah, I guess you're right.
Like a really simple movie, like I don't know. I'm looking around me right now to find a movie that's very simple. That's like I don't know. That's like Friday the 13th Part 3. That one, that one has no twists.
What's the plot?
Jason kills teenagers. That's like the entire plot of the movie. Like there's nothing. There's basically nothing else.
Do they manage to kill him in the end, or is it just they all die?
Spoilers. They do
Oh.
They do kill him in the movie, but in the next movie, he's not dead.
Yeah, I would say, like, it would be way better to not understand whatever movie you're going to see because it adds another layer of, like...
Yeah, that's like the whole point of it.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah,
Like, be taken by surprise and all sorts of stuff. Like,
I
that's...
just wanted to see the movies
Yeah,
without any
that's the best.
spoilers. And my favorite thing, though, was when I could see a movie with knowing almost nothing about it.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah. Like, I was doing that at the Capitol Theater a lot. Like, I would just go to the Capitol Theater, whatever, no matter what, and try not to know what was going to happen. Or, that movie...
Yeah, just do it.
That movie,
Taking a risk.
That movie Parasite.
Oh, yeah.
that all I knew was that it was called Parasite, and it was great.
That's actually still all I know. I've been avoiding. I don't know why I haven't watched it yet.
You better watch it. I heard
watch
it's out there. It's really good, and watch it before something happens. I mean, it's already.
So, I just now figured out that, that Tiger King documentary.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know a damn thing about it. I sincerely thought it was like some action movie, or And then I went and I looked it up on Wikipedia and found out like what it was really about, and I couldn't even. I was so far off the mark, like not even close.
I like.
Yeah,
but still, it made it that much more enjoyable because I wasn't expecting a documentary about this guy who fucking owned a bunch of tigers and shit like that.
Well,
how far did you make it there, Terry or KCMO?
I finished the whole thing.
He's not Terry.
I read it. Yeah.
Anything else? Anything else other than Terry, Freddy? That's like.
Yeah, I know. I made that mistake before.
You call him the only thing that he's definitely not.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I found out something pretty interesting about that whole thing is that Carol Baskin now owns the park.
Oh, like recently?
Yeah,
Within the last, since it came out?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because,
he's in jail, so there's like, what are we gonna do with those tigers?
Yeah, I've just been imagining him just freaking out hardcore.
Oh,
yeah.
When hearing this movie, or hearing this news.
I think she killed her husband. It seems like she killed her husband.
That's what they want you to think.
Yeah. The Tiger King reminds me of like when quarantine was just like this thing that we're trying to avoid. It was like a non-human problem. Maybe it was.
Yeah.
Remember when I was talking about like in the beginning of quarantine when I was like, at least this problem is like a non-human problem, and but in the apocalypse movies, it's always like it begins as a non-human problem, but then it turns into the human problem.
Oh my God, you're right.
And who would have thought that the humans were the police? But it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was
because it's never actually about the zombies. It's always about like the other people in the apocalypse.
It was like and that was like in a time when we could be like, oh, we're hiding out and trying to keep low, and then I like shaved off my eyebrows and it was silly. Like I keep talking about, maybe every day I'm talking about this, how it was like once a silly time when we're just like, oh man, people are dying, but at least it's like this like thing that we can all, like nobody, unless they're like obvious psychopaths, are in favor of the virus.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like we're all be like, man, this sucks. So we're all in this together, even everybody. But now
they talk about it being a hoax and stuff too.
The
that
virus
doesn't make any fucking sense.
Definitely not a hoax.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like, why would it doesn't make sense? For
when people say it's a hoax, it's like
a bioweapon to sabotage their own economy. Like, why the fuck would?
True.
And I got into it with somebody who like believed that shit, and it was just
well,
I was losing my mind. I was like,
what if you're
get it?
But what if it was Bezos though? You know, like, Bezos is making what is it called? Hand in mouth.
Hand over fist.
Hand over fist.
Yeah, money hand over fist.
Like,
isn't it Bezos?
I don't know. Your hand is like over your.
Reaching for the other money as your other hand is pulling it away in a fist or something like.
Hand over fist, so your fist.
Like
your fist is on the bottom.
Like basically
like grabbing the money like this.
Yeah, you're just like piling the cash up. You're just.
Yeah. So
it's
I
like,
mean,
it's
maybe Bezos made it, but it doesn't matter at this point, I guess, unless we can convict.
Man, he won't even spend like the equivalent of $20 on a charity. Why would he spend a bunch of money to make a virus?
So that he could make more money because he's trying to shut down, like anything that's not that you can't. You have to buy stuff from Amazon. You can't buy stuff from stores.
It still seems pretty far-fetched.
Yeah, it is. It's far-fetched. I mean, I'm making it up as I go along.
I have a question about. You reminded me when you said the shave your eyebrows thing. Last night on TCTV, the 11:30 episode was the one where you received like a mysterious package of gold.
Oh,
body
I never did figure that out. It's right here.
You never found out?
I never found out. Who is
it?
it?
Studio? Wait, can I see it? It's like, is it a powder or a paste?
It's like I haven't even touched it yet. I don't know. It's like a cream, maybe.
Oh, cream. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it sparkly? It's like glitter?
It is gold, but I wouldn't call it sparkly. It's like mediumly, it's like glossy, but it's not like glittery.
It's just like makeup.
Yeah, it's gold makeup. Did you hear about this?
No, I didn't.
So, yeah, I guess it was about a month ago, I got a package in the mail, and I am ordering things from the internet like pretty consistently, but this thing said, here, I have the package over here too. It said YDHWM, and it was addressed to, it says, yeah, Henrik Ward, YDHWM, and it was addressed to my home address, which I am not publicizing,
Yeah, that's weird. That's crazy.
and
A little bit creepy.
it seems
A
like
lot of bit creepy.
yeah, it seems like it's from the internet. Like somebody, like, it's not like somebody sent this themselves. It seems to me like somebody ordered it from like eBay or something and then put in my address.
The timeline, if it's at all related to the shaving of the eyebrows, it would have had to have been ordered like that day or the day that it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it seems like it's
It's a very tight
it
timeline.
kind of seems like it's Bird and that he's lying.
Whoa.
Like
It doesn't have any return address?
it does, but it's just like
A P.O.
it
box or
says
something?
Shipping
Company that they bought it.
shipping
Yeah, it's like
department, New York. It's like
The
from.
gold spray paint.
It's just like from
gold paint.
I think it's just like from like eBay. So the
Yeah.
shipping is just like from some random place. But
Yeah.
it's like
Return
not
address is not from the person who ordered it. It's from the place that sent it.
yeah. I mean, this has got to be at least like $6, you know? Like
Yeah, it's like just give you $6, right?
yeah, right. I don't know. I don't really know what this is about. Cuz Heather, it's like Heather and Gene and Bird and you are like the only people who could possibly be.
Yeah.
So I think, you know, out of all people, I think that Bird would be the most likely to hold on to this joke.
I guess so. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy who would be able to hold a lie to me somehow.
Yeah. I guess not too, but well, but over it's like that is either you or Gene or Heather.
Oh yeah.
So Heather, I think like cuz I don't think you or Gene would even consider it, and you're right here.
If it's
like,
your
I still
home
don't
address,
quite
it's
get it.
definitely
Like, I
got to
don't
be
understand.
somebody like that already know, like
But Heather-
that has access to this information.
Heather
you know?
doesn't
Yeah.
have, also Heather
Like, it
doesn't have my
has to
address.
come from
So
somebody.
it's,
I don't have your address. I could like walk to your house, but I don't know what the street
oh, the
address
number,
is.
yeah, cuz maybe Bird's been here, but I've never like given him my address. I gave Jackson my address, but it couldn't have been.
You can look it up online though. If you know where it is, you can figure it out.
That's true. That's true.
Like
So-
you would be able to go on Google Maps and find it.
So this is evidence that it's Freddy, or or
no,
I don't think
It
Paul's
just
gonna call back.
confirms like the people that know where your house is. They don't need to know the number. They can figure it out.
Yeah, but then they
Wait,
would have
we
to.
got to do the message of the future, right?
Yeah, they would have to send me like if I guess. Also, all this evidence is that we're leaning
The
towards
only
it.
other option is that you're being like an unwilling participant in the most really elaborate prank. Like
Well,
that's the only other.
It's not that elaborate of
conclusion.
a prank. Somebody just sent me gold makeup.
Like just setting it up. Play the
Oh,
long
like it's gonna
con
happen,
for
like it's continuing.
Thick
Yeah.
City.
Oh yeah, like this isn't the end.
countdown.
Or maybe
right.
somebody like had a fun prank in
It's
mind.
like clues.
But then, like, the whole, like, societal upheaval started, and they gave up on it. Like, they were going to have, like, a second
It's
part
weird
of the
for
prank.
sure.
Could have been, but, like, the evidence we're saying right now is, like, leaning towards the evidence that has to do with my eyebrows, which is potentially untrue. So it still could be, like, maybe Rose.
Oh yeah.
Because I gave Rose my address specifically, too,
Huh.
so she could find my house. And I don't even know if I've asked Rose, so maybe I should ask her. Or ask everybody I know. But I don't want to just, like, start asking everybody I know.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's better. Leave better well enough alone or something, right? You just like
Yeah. Has there been any other, like, long-term mysteries of the program that we, like, have solved or that ever were unsolved and remain unsolved? Or like, either way that we're, like,
unsolved mysteries.
yeah, or solved mysteries. I can't even think of any
We
mysteries
still
at all.
don't, we still don't know where who Mr. Gensu is. That's like an unsolved
Oh, yeah.
mystery.
That's, like, purposely unsolved mystery. All right. Yeah, we only have like a minute left, so here's the future message. Hey, future, it's us the past.
Hey, future.
Hey, what's going on, future?
We're trying to figure out the mystery of this gold paint because it's from a month ago. We talked to Paul Anthony. He made cucumber-infused tequila.
Maybe it has something to do with Gold Dust, the wrestler.
The wrestler, yeah. Maybe Goldust and Dink the clown, right? It's
Jackson's
Tuesday.
drawing something. What are you drawing, Jackson? Hold it up to the
Bye,
thing.
future. Hold it up, Jackson. Hurry, for the future.
Say something.
It's a drawing. Comic.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, I like Goldust and Dink. How could they teamed up Goldust and Dink the clown? Did you watch that when it was on TV, KCMO?
Not Doink, but like Gold Dust and stuff. Yeah.
You don't know Doink though?
No, I do. I just like didn't watch wrestling. Like
Oh.
that was early '90s, early to mid '90s, or something like
Yeah,
that.
that was like 90.
I don't think I started watching.
Like 94.
Like I didn't. Yeah, I don't think I started watching it until like 1997,
Oh,
maybe.
is that when Dink?
Like-
Or was Goldust still around at that time?
Yeah, I think he's.
But Doink
still
was probably
around.
gone.
I mean,
I-
I haven't been watching it for a really long time.
I mean, I watched it in like '94 when I was like, a little kid, and it was I was really always confused as a kid about the team up of Goldust and Doink the Clown, and because Goldust was this weird and kind of, now that I think about it, kind of like androgynous guy who was painted all in gold, and
Whoa.
then Doink was a clown.
It's a
midget.
pretty good gimmick, though.
Yeah, Doink was a midget clown, and they were a duo.
Wow.
Yeah. All
And
right. Well,
they say professional wrestling's not an actual sport. you know?
yeah. Here's the credits. We made it. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Grandma, and Freddy, and Jackson, and then KCMO, and Paul Anthony.
Should we try that special episode tomorrow? Is that
Oh.
what the idea would be?
Yeah. Are you prepared? Are you going to be prepared for do it
I'm
tomorrow?
more or less prepared. I guess if we did it on Sunday, I could try to get a musical guest.
Let's do it. Oh, you can get a musical guest?
Probably.
Let's do it on Sunday just so we have more time to anticipate.
All right, sounds good.
Sunday.
It is. And then, Bird also says on the little chat here on the YouTube live stream, he says, "Just put it on, Kenny."
Did you do this, Bird? That makes me think that it was you too. I'm not putting it on because I don't trust it. It's got the. I guess it's been sitting there for a while, but all right. Here's the credits.
All right, bye-bye.
Not until I figure it out, Bird. If you tell me that it was you, maybe. But I have to believe you. You know, if you can confirm it's you somehow. I don't know. I might put it on still. I'm not sure.
We need receipt.
Huh?
Get a receipt.
Yeah. Tuesday. I was gonna say if you tell me and confirm it was you, but then I wouldn't do it, and I don't want to be deceitful. I was trying to trick you. Sorry. TCTV 11:30 JWM. Check it out. YDHWM.com. Oh, that box is weird. 360-364-384. Call leave a message. Get on TV. 19 State Avenue number 3. That's where our studio is. Go look at it from the window, I guess, but don't breathe on it. UFO guy. It's a good song. Thank you. TCTV, La Baby, Dirty Fabulous, Graham, South by Con, Drum Look, Thurston County, Washington State, USA, thank you. And you're watching, thank you. Hell yeah, dog.
Hell yeah, dog.
Bye.